So I'm a garbage man trying to build an AI. Using an AI. That sounds worse than it is. I managed to get a hold of a lot of hard drives and equipment before prices went insane. And I built a home server to host a TrueNAS. I wanted to be able to host my own media library using Jellyfin and using Audiobook Shelf and a couple other different media server things. Anyway, so I recently started messing around with Claude because I wanted to see what I could do with it as far as everything. I don't know. I was using it as a chatbot at first. Paying to use it as a chatbot, no less. Well, using Claude as a chatbot is a waste. It's an absolute waste, especially once I realized how good it was at code. Not just copying and pasting code. It can do that. But even recognizing and writing code. So I've had quite a few situations that I've gotten into with Claude while putting this server together finally. Mind you, I was trying to copy and paste this thing together for like a year and a half. When I started using Claude, it took a day and a half to 2 days, and I had Jellyfin up and running. I have Nextcloud up and running, which is a useful talk streaming app. Think like Discord, but I believe you can do like Skype level video chat if you want to. But of course, that's small change. Once I figured out I could do that stuff, and mind you, there's ways that like people are using Claude that it's completely wrong. So when you finish something, when you get something working and functional, you need to make it remember that. Make it create a Google document. Explaining all of the steps that you guys went through together, all of the hiccups that you encountered, all of the headaches, all the stuff that took time. You want to cut that out for the next time that you have to do that, in case there is ever a next time. So, like, to start, when you're using Claude, or any AI, but specifically Claude for coding, like building a server or something like that, specifically on TrueNAS, save that Google Doc, and also before you even start, go to Google and find out what everyone has been doing to set up each and every instance of Jellyfin or whatever apps you're trying to install on your TrueNAS or whatever you have going on. Find out how other people have done it first, and then give that to Claude and say, hey, here's a reference point, here's one of your tools, essentially, to build out this project. So give it all of the information that everyone else who's already coded for it in the past has put on the internet. Make it easier for Claude to do the job. I didn't do that at first, and God, you talk about a fucking headache. Anyway, so give it the tools to start out with, and then you're still going to encounter headaches. You're going to prompt it all the way through, figuring out these things line by line, like what it needs to do to get things going, what you need to do to get things going. After you've got all this stuff ironed out, make sure you save a copy of how you got there. Just trust me. So now I'm trying to use Claude to build. This is the reason I bring it up. I'm trying to use Claude to build a version, an artificial intelligence agent based on Hermes. I was looking at OpenClaw initially, but I let Claude just kind of wing it on OpenClaw and setting up OpenClaw. And it fucked around so much. And all I had to do was go to Google and go, hey, how is everyone else setting up OpenClaw? And it would have given me a bunch of Reddit posts as well as common knowledge based on OpenClaw. And Facebook posts, etc., all of it. It would have given me material that I could have given to Claude. Instead, I let it wing it, and it just fucked around for like days. It took like 2 or 3 days, and I finally gave up on it. And then had it delete everything. And now I'm going to go with Hermes because that's the platform I would rather use. And now I have the baseline of like, okay, these are the things I want to do, and this is what everyone else has done in the past. And also now I have, because of all of the research I've done through this fucking around, I've realized that I have parts laying around. I have an extra GPU laying around. I could run 2 GPUs. But, you know, I have to configure the hardware to actually work for that. And I hadn't done that. I'm using a network interface card that doesn't work for my setup. I can actually get another network interface card that'll work just fine for my application, and it'll open up a PCIe slot for one of my video cards. All of this shit, all this stuff that you should think about, but you don't think about. You could get a bunch of, like my application, I have like 72 terabytes worth of storage space on this hard drive, or on this server. You probably won't have that to start out with. You might have a better video card than me, you might have a better processor, you might have more RAM, less RAM, more storage space, less storage space. Whatever your configuration is, doesn't really matter. You can make your own AI if you want to using Claude. And I am going to prove that. I'm a fucking garbage man. I'm a garbage man. I'm not into code. I don't know shit about shit when it comes to coding. It took me 1.5 years and I couldn't even figure out how to get Jellyfin up and running on TrueNAS. I am a pleb. If I can do it, you can do it.